Hello everybody, how are you? Happy Sunday! This is Fanny from Pachamam Art. I hope you're doing great. Welcome for this last episode of the Chakra Adventure 2023 about the crown chakra. So what is a crown? Your higher chakra? What is being a queen of your own life? Make me think about it. And after all these years of having my business and trying to do partnerships with people and be integrated in a community and all of that, and trying to accumulate a lot of crystals and decorating my house to welcome people, to do art retreats and setting everything up and having, not a lot of results in that area, I realized, after this winter when my son had a lot of health problems, that none of this really mattered, Well, your dreams are the things that you imagine and that you want to accumulate, to welcome people and all of that. In the end, I realized that none of this matter. It's not important compared to being sovereign of your own life, of your own family. So this is really what I want to focus on right now. I don't want to have a business anymore. I don't want to have people in my house anymore. So I'm letting go of all of these treasures that I found all around the world, and you have this chance. I know that a lot of you guys are doing this kind of stuff now, and you have all kind of stagings for your podcasts and your interviews, conferences, and you're doing energy work and all of that. So I'm happy to legate all of that to you and give you the opportunity to acquire some beautiful paintings and some beautiful crystals that you will not find anywhere else. Even if you travel to the country, really the pieces that I have, they're unique. For example, these unicorns right here, you see I have these unicorns. This one is fluorite and this one is amazonite, and they're really special because you can find unicorns everywhere, you can find fluorite everywhere or amazonite. What makes them special is the carving itself. They are the most perfect. Look at this, they are the most perfectly carved unicorns that I've ever seen. They're really amazing, and everywhere I go, when I go, see there is a tiny chip right here. There's a tiny chip right here. We can polish it and you won't even see it, but you see, seeing from the other side, you can't even see it. Everywhere I've been in stores and stuff, here, let me raise it up so you can see this abstract that I just created. Every shops where I've been to, I've seen unicorns, but they were never as beautiful. And every time I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I got this too, because they're the most beautiful. So I'm listing everything on my website today. And I'm giving a discount. There will be a 30% discount, 33. Okay, let's do 33% discount for all week. Okay, 7 days to get those crystals, and they're a little more expensive than what you can find in a store. But what you have to realize is that I spend a lot of money to travel to these countries and to find the pieces. So if you wanted to find a piece like that one, for example, it's beautiful labradorite Buddha. Look at this carving. Same thing. I've never seen a carving as beautiful as this one. This one I bought it in France, and it comes as a set, right, with the lapis pyramid. So these are super energetic and rare. Or a piece like that one. This is a piece that I got in Egypt. This is the goddess Hathor, and this is an ancient Egypt relic. Do you say so in English? Okay, so just the fact I don't know the history of the piece. I don't know what dynasty it belongs to, but just the fact to know that ancestors from far away generations, they were working in the pyramids, they were creating artifacts. When you go to the pyramids and the tombs and all the museums, and you see all the colors that they have everywhere, you see the scribes, the work of the artists, they were truly enlightened, they were truly artists and colorful. So every single piece that they made is so precious. And just the fact to know that this was in somebody else's hand, the millenniums ago, tens of millenniums ago, just is so amazing. I think I paid $400 or $500 for this. So I'm gonna sell it. I think I'm gonna put it for $500. So I'm almost not making anything. I offer the shipping as well, domestic. If it's international, then I'll probably ask you to pay an extra. Even though it shouldn't be too expensive for a small piece like that. But if you want me to ship like a big painting, international, yeah, I will ask extra. But domestic, I offer shipping. You get another beautiful crystal. So this one, every time I ask the name, I can't remember the name. This is a super rare piece as well. It's very beautiful, very relaxing, very meditative, and you see it's pretty decent. I like decent sized crystals because they just give such character in your home. They're so amazing. I have my crystal ball with the Buddha inside. So I have a friend who has a crystal shop, right? And every time I go there, the crystal he has are the same. They are so unique, and he has only one like that, you know? They're so incredible. So every time I went there, I was like, oh, I want to buy this piece. And this one is so magical. It's a Buddha. You know, the camera doesn't really give it justice. But when I put it in the sun to take pictures last time, I put it in the sun in my hand like this to take picture. It set my hand on fire. It burned my hand because this stuff absorbs the light so much. And I was like, ah! And then I had a scar on my hand because it was so powerful, like Dragon Ball Z, you know, when they have this crystal ball of fire. So all this, they're so precious, so unique. All the prices will be listed on my website, and as I said, there will be 30% for 7 days. Okay, another good piece. I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm showing you my favorite ones today that you shouldn't miss out on. The last piece that I want to present right now is my magic wand. Imagine when you were a kid, didn't you want to have a magic wand? A magic crystal wand? And I found it. One day I was at the crystal store, and I don't know, you know, I hate shopping. I don't like to go in a shopping center or in a store. It's just a lot of people, it's cold. I just don't, it's super rare. But when I do go to a place, it's because I know it's gonna be something incredible. So I go to the gem show and I see this, I hear this calling at the other side of the store. It's like every time I go to a store, I find what I need in less than 2 minutes. It's literally, there is a light, like a signal right here. I go straight there, I find the stuff, and I go. And like that time, that was the same thing. I was going around, and all of a sudden, I'm attracted to that how do you say, a kiosk, that little shelf place. And the guy is super nice, and I see the wands, and I'm like, what in the world is this? This is a quartz aqua aura. This is from Mount Shasta. I can't remember the name. I will write it down on the website. And you also have some amethyst, or what is that, tanzanite? I'm not sure, but look, it's the details. It's how it's done with the little dragonflies. Okay, so this one is $11.11, the price. And it comes with the little the base for it, which is a quartz Aqua Aura. Aqua Aura is pretty much a crystal that they dip in gold. Okay, so you have the crystal and they dip it in a product mixed with gold, right? In a solution mixed with gold. So when it comes out, it's got this layer over it that is super shiny and super beautiful. So this is how I keep it, like this. See, on my stand like that. So 1111 for the set, and there is 30% for this week. So 30% of 1111. You see, it's a great price, and I paid this $1,000. Yeah, I know it seems like a lot of money, but you know, what was it, Billy Carson, who said, I don't want the best price, I want the best product. And I'm the same. I don't have a lot of stuff in my house. I don't even have furniture. I have a couch and a table, that's it. There's no furniture. I have a thing for my books. I don't buy stuff, but when I do buy something, it's great value, great quality, the best you can find. It's beautiful, and if I find that piece that is unique, I need to have it. Okay, so this is one of them. This is a creator healer from Arkansas, I would say, and he only sends a few pieces out to this guy Dixby here in a store in Florida as well. So you see, for it to actually come and reach us, I got really lucky to see that. So I have only one, so this is your opportunity to get it. Okay, so now let's talk. And oh, and of course, see another from Egypt, eagle. Beautiful eagle, symbol of America as well, and Egypt. In Peru you have the condor. So these are all super symbolic. So this is not ancient Egypt. This is from the Valley of the King in Egypt. They have these stone carving places, and you go visit them and they sell this kind of stuff. They have plenty. But what does it take from here in America to go to the Valley of the King to find a piece like that? This is unique, and look at the carving. I found the best one in the store. There is only one. And I'm also selling this unique twin love set, okay, that I found in Machu Picchu village, Aguascalientes, okay, which is the village next to Machu Picchu. So look at these crystals. I've always wanted to have a big crystal quartz, right? Well, a giant one, but this is actually a beautiful one, and it's perfect. It's really perfect. It's clear, it's see-through, the carving is beautiful, and the flame, I love that one. And this is a stone from the Rainbow Mountain in Peru. So the set, I think, is $888, which is the number of infinity. All my prices also are high frequency numbers. Okay, there is a reason why they're numbered, because if you want to, this is perfect for a wedding gift, for example, or for a, I don't know, a date, your third date, or telling someone you want to date them, or a proposal, I don't know, any big moment, or anniversary, wedding anniversary, for example, any moment for a couple that you want to symbolize eternity. Okay, 888, the symbol as above, so below, but it's also the eternal cycle, right? You can use this as a gift, the flame of love, right? And the purity of the quartz as well. That's obviously a symbol of sexuality, but also of the heart and the energy, okay, and the passion and the love. I love this set. So don't miss it. And these were literally the most beautiful pieces of the store. And these are rare because you know that Machu Picchu, they're limiting the access right now. And the Rainbow Mountain, they're going to stop carving there because, you know, they don't want to damage their patrimony. So all these stones that I'm showing you, right now it seems like, oh yeah, I can have this piece a lot cheaper somewhere else. Oh yeah, these are just, you know, we see that. No, you don't see these anywhere else. Plus, in a few years, these are going to be super sought after, because they're going to be super rare. This is going to start being forbidden because, you know, for example, when I see how they're mining and carving the mountains and stuff like that, it's also digging in the earth, digging and digging. And it's not, you know, you have to use Earth's resources but not abuse it either. Actually, in the book of Natalie Chintanavich, she was saying that there are these underground galleries of moonstone, but they are so deep underneath the ground that nobody can find them or see them. And these are canals, channels underneath the ground that are actually connected to the moon. And, you know, all these influences, the gravity and all the solar system and all these energies that we don't think about, the minerals, everything has an importance. And it's like the global warming, you know, the more you use the resources, even though you feel like it doesn't have an impact, yes, the trees, you use the trees, it has an impact, okay? It's our oxygen. So all of that, we have to be super, this is why I don't buy a lot of crystals either. I'm not in favor of digging crystals like that. Buy crystal, just a few, but the most beautiful ones, and keep them preciously, okay? So let's look at some art if you want. Okay, so what do I have? My latest, I have some of my latest paintings, I have some older paintings. This is one of my latest. The Triple Sun, I think I called it Stand By Me. Look at this. And you see when I see sometimes some dot artists who sell their paintings for $40, $100, and I don't know how fast they do it, and maybe it's just a circle. But for me, none of my paintings has been done quickly. I don't have two paintings that are the same. It's super rare that I reproduce a painting that I've already done. It's always a super thought of pattern. You see, you have the triple moon here, but it's also a sun with the colors, and it's also a star, right? What did I do for this one? It's not a Merkaba. Yeah, based on the flower of life. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, based on the flower. I don't understand why it's not. Oh yeah, it's like, so the points are like a Merkaba, but instead of linking the points together, I link them to the flower of life in the center. You see, so it's a variation of it. Plus the 2 DNA strings on the side, like the guardians. Also the activation, like the portal. I love this one. So promotion, usually I sell those $800, and the bigger one $1,000, the 12 by 16. But for this sale, this one I'm selling it for $369. Okay, 369. Woo! Solar energy, because I believe the future is made of solar energy. This is why also I'm redirecting my work. All this, my business maybe didn't work. I don't want to have a business anymore. You know, all my friends, they're telling me, but come to the market, come do that. I was like, you know, you have to start over. I'm like, no, I don't want to start over. I have experience. It's been years. I don't want to go back to doing the markets and selling stuff. It didn't work. I don't want to have a business anymore, you know. But the doors that it opened from the consciousness and caring so much more about the environment and the solar energies, this is now the work I want to go do and bring awareness as well. You know, if I'm always criticizing the spiritual communities and that I don't agree with them at all, and this is also why I'm selling all these crystals, because I don't feel like I could align really with them, because I'm complete. I believe that what they're promoting is going to destroy humanity in the long run. If you keep telling people to stop blaming, it's encouraging people to treat each other like crap, and that victims, you know, need to shut up because they're bringing a bad energy. You know, that's not. How about we start criminal blaming instead of victim blaming? You know, criminal shaming instead of victim shaming. Seriously. Open your mouth if there is something that you don't like. If people are treating you wrong, open your mouth or leave or do something. But don't just stop telling people to not complain and point fingers. You have an amount of mothers that are stuck in abusive relationships. You have an amount of people who are struggling. And of course, when you see the rich people and the millionaires, it's easy. Give me $10 million and you're going to see how all of a sudden everything is going to be okay. I'm going to need bigger problems, But when you're struggling and you're stuck and you can't invest into your business, you can't hire people, you can't feed your kids, all the doors are closed to you because you don't have enough followers. People who are struggling like this, you're giving them hopes, and okay, there is the destiny aspect. Like Dean was saying, sometimes there are forces that sometimes you have to shift, there's forces that you have to find a force to shift, but sometimes there are forces that are so strong that they make yourself shift, and I believe it's also destiny. Why my business didn't work at all, even though the quality is amazing, well, maybe that was my redirection to the next job I'm going to do, even though I think this is stupid. Just because I work with some doesn't mean that I can't work with others. This separation mentality is completely stupid. We could totally work together on one side and work with another organization on the other side and build bridges together. This is what I've been promoting for so long, but nobody cares. So, bye. But yeah, I think it is detrimental. Individual responsibility, really, 8 billion people. I thought that you have to focus on the stuff you're good at. If you're a creator, you're good at creating. You know why my stuff didn't work? Because I was creating, painting, creating workshops, creating a book, an encyclopedia. I'm a creator, right? I'm not a salesperson. I don't like it when I have to go. I don't mind selling something to you. If I have someone interested right in front of me, I can sell them, but I don't want to spend it's a full-time job to do a marketing, to go promote on Facebook. Why do you think that Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, they have the entire teams who do that for them? Of course, you can reach millions of people. So yeah, they went gradually. It didn't go from a day to another. That's right. But I thought the point was also to focus on your strength and hire other people to work with you on your weaknesses, so you can have the winning combo. If you keep telling people that they have to struggle on their own, that's wrong, because 8 billion people, we have to be complementary. We have to work together. I thought this is where we were heading to. I was creating stuff, I was promoting, I was writing a book for them, and they would do the promoting work, and this is the winning team, But then it's like, no, she failed because she couldn't sell a thing, So you have the rich people on one side, and you have people creative, full of ideas, full of potentials that are seeing closed doors because they don't have enough followers. And I see they're all doing podcasts together. It's like millions of followers. They don't mix lanes with people who are starting or with people who have the potential. This is crazy. And you're promoting unity. In French, we have a saying that says c'est l'hôpital qui se fout de la charité. Excusez-moi. Okay, so anyways, this one is called Sunset. Sunset, right? And it's like, how I always say that the painting is activating. This one is like a motor, like a AC, right? A ventilator. Yeah, you see them, because when I look at the painting, I see them activating like that. This one is super cool as well. So they are related really with free energy. Okay, this is the Taurus symbol, of course, that you have, and in all of these aspects, it took me to almost creating this anti-gravity equation to actually levitate the spaceship. So I hope that there's still people who will work with me in the future whenever I'm working with a bigger organization that has more credibility than, this loser right here, which actually you have to learn a lot to not care about what people think about you and know your value, and work with NASA, work with the military, the Air Force, and scientists and schools, engineering schools, to really focus on the transition of energies. okay, and mindset. And I want to work with young people as well to promote this solidarity, this investing into each other. And some people learn from that and they're actually doing it with their own community, so that's great. At least, it was useful for some people. Selling that one as well, the 1111 on sale, 33%, with the 7 colors of the chakras. Okay, so go to the center, it's like looking up in a pyramid. And you're in the cosmos. All right, other paintings, let's see. Hypnotica. Hypnotica, this is the one that is on the back of my cards. The Mother Earth Mandala Oracle, which is not selling anymore because there's a bunch of copies and fake copies going on. See, I really got jinxed. Honestly, I think I took all the bullets, so you can learn from all of my mistakes. I was really the most jinxed of all. It's crazy. But if you're getting the Oracle, the cheap one, it's not the same quality. You don't have a booklet, and you're not supporting an artist. So you're voting with your money. You create the world of tomorrow with the stuff that you buy. So be mindful. If you're going to Walmart and you're buying an artwork for $15, like this one that I bought at Ross, okay, I did it. Sometimes I do it too, I bought one. But yesterday, for example, I paid $70 for 4 juices, at my friends at Prepared Plant. Why? Because they're healthier, they're delicious, they're homemade with love, and because I'm supporting small businesses, So of course, I can find 4 juices for $15 at my regular store, but it's not going to be as good for me, and I'm not supporting small businesses. So if you want to see small businesses grow and expand and people becoming more and more healthy and conscious and see solidarity, then invest into them. Not the big corporations or the people who already have millions, of course. Not they're going to discriminate because they're already rich. They also have a message, but there is, I think, an emergency in this world to help the people who struggle. You can't imagine, like, when you have a kid, mostly the single parents, you don't have, it's so frustrating because I see all of my friends, either they don't have kids, they're launching their business, it's great, it's working because of course they have all the time, they have all the flexibility. Then my other friends who have kids, they have the grandmas, the mothers who can babysit, who can do, here I'm here alone, I don't have family to watch my kid, I don't have people to give me money, I don't have an apartment, to rent out and to give me a backup. Like, you have people who have really nothing, no help, and they're trying, but if you see all the doors like constantly closed to you, then people get angry, they get ignored, and this is how you generate even more negative energy. Okay, so Hypnotica, the little echo, the ripple, each of your action has a ripple around you in your society. Okay, so encourage a small business, they will expand, and encourage another one, they will expand, and then the machine, the mechanics start working. It's just like a good action. If you're doing a good action for one person, they will want to do a good action for another person and another person. Like I always say, I always donate in every donation campaign that I see, even when I don't have a lot of money, because if everybody does it, then the person, or the Resonance Science Foundation, for example, I always gave, well, not anymore, but I always gave 5, 10, 20, because if all the members do it, then they can continue their research. We have to support them. They're literally the scientists, they're taking us to a giant leap in science for the world of energy and all of that. So at least share their posts, share their works if you see it, so more people, you can reach to the best people. Okay, you know what the marketers, they say, who wins, either in the lawyers or in marketings or in publicity, competition, anything, who wins? the one that puts the most money in marketing. Okay, the one that has the most money in marketing is the one who wins. And it's always like that. So the oil companies, the system that is already in place, the pharmaceutical, of course, they are the one who have the most power in marketing. So imagine the amount of strength and people and work it takes to come together to counter that, not as enemy, as helping out on how to do a transition. Taking the engineers that work there, offering their trainings, so they can learn how to transition, offering them jobs in those new places. And slowly it's going to replace, and people are not going to be against it because they're not going to be losing their job, they're going to be transitioning. But if you want people to be involved, you have to make them feel responsible and involved. Like I always say, if you want the community to rise, involve people. If people feel heard and they feel involved, they're going to want to, first they're going to feel empowered, then they're going to want to help others, and then they're going to want to be involved in the environment. Okay? When I feel like people are listening to me and that I have this power in my words, in my ideas, in my vision, and that it can happen, I can have an access to these organizations, then I feel empowered. I want to go and help for the environment. I want to go join these communities and be involved, right? And when you feel like people discriminate you, they close the door, they ignore you, you just don't care about anybody. Just go, whatever, you're in struggle to struggle. Nobody helped me, why would I help you anyways, right? Why would I care about the neighbors, whatever? I'm just caring about my son, and that's it. You see the difference? That I don't agree with the become the person you want to be to attract the others. No. Some people, they're so traumatized, they've been struggling so much, they're exhausted, they need someone to give them a chance. And the energy instantly refills. And then you want to be involved. And then you want to take part and change the world. Like you can't imagine, like, not everybody's like that. Some people, I know some people that I talk to them and they're like, no, I just want to, I just want to do nothing. I don't want to have any responsibility. I don't want to, because you were never given any, because you don't believe in society, because people never trusted in you and give you a chance. But I bet you this person, if you start telling her for 2 months straight that she's too amazing at her job, she's too good to her job, like literally, her ideas are so great, she should go to a better place with better responsibility because we need her knowledge to go and train other people. This chick that didn't even care for herself, completely give up on life and her own family. Okay, I'm talking about a real person that I know. If you tell her that, then she's gonna change right away. She's gonna feel like she has a responsibility, and she's gonna start being interested and educating herself more. Okay, this is why it's so important to empower each other. Okay, but not just in the words, in the actions as well. It's good to make people dream, you can do it, but you also have to give them the keys. The keys is not just knowledge. The keys is financial, is opportunities, is jobs, contracts, signatures. I want to see the paper, All right. Chic. This is a very cool one. Very, very cool painting because it's the same color as my carpet. So I'm gonna tell you the story because when I was in Mississippi, I was working in a gallery, Gallery 782, and what was it? It was my first gallery with my art, right? And this one day that I was working, there is a couple that comes and they're looking for a gift for their daughter. So I showed them my painting and they're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. And they pick a painting. And you can't imagine, I was so excited. This was the first time I had sold paintings before to neighbors and friends and family and stuff, but to a complete stranger who just came into the gallery and saw my art, it was the first time, So they buy my paintings. I think it was $250. And I had seen this giant carpet that I have in my living room. Let me show you. carpet right here. You see, I had seen this giant carpet in a store, right, for 500. I think it was pretty expensive, right? $500. So I couldn't afford it, as always. You know, not single one. I was married mom, but you know, you depend on your husband, so you have to ask for permission for everything. You know, so it's never really your money. Consider that also. So I couldn't afford it. So I told myself, well, if I sell a painting, I'm gonna buy the carpet. So I sold that painting. I was so excited. Take the money right away. I go to the store and I negotiate the price like crazy. I show him the $250. I'm like, look, I have $250. I'm giving you the money right now. In the end, he took it down a little bit. I went to pull out a little extra cash just to compliment. And I got my carpet. I wanted a giant carpet to decorate my living room. So that was my first painting sale that I got this carpet that was so pretty. So then I started doing I painted that to match with the carpet, to put in the living room next to it. And I call it chic because, like I said, I don't buy crap. You know, I don't buy a lot of stuff, but when I buy something, it's something beautiful. It's a beautiful carpet, the beautiful crystals, the frames are beautiful. So the message that comes with it, if you have my oracle, it says you are allowed to want and love beautiful things. You don't need to, you know, the spiritual, not anymore, but there was at the beginning, you know, if some of my friends still, they say, oh no, but if you're spiritual, you don't need to be money oriented. Yeah, the people who never had money problems, they tell you that, right? Now people are more into, you have to make money, right, to be able to provide and to expand your business and stuff like that. But that was really the message about it. I was like, you're allowed to love beautiful things, to have, don't be ashamed, you know, of having a nice house or having nice things or wearing nice clothes. You know, now it's almost you're ashamed. Like in Florida, in France, I always dress like this. I always cute. You know, here in Florida, like, I don't know, people don't dress up. Like I go out, I'm in my sweatpants, I look like a desperate housewife, you know. It's like, no, you have to. I was seeing this video the other day. It was like a lady super well dressed up walking the street and everybody was looking at her. And why don't we bring back the beauty, you know? I don't know, maybe in New York City it's more, they're more into dressing up and stuff. Okay, so a couple of extra paintings. I'm going to show you all of them. I have this one. This is one of my first drawings. I broke my arm when I was 19, and so the right one, so I couldn't drive for 6 months. You know, in France we have manual shift on the car, so I couldn't drive for 6 months. I was stuck at home, and this is when I started painting, or drawing at least. So I was doodling all the time. I was watching, this is when I discovered the Mysterious Cities of Gold, the cartoon. So for 6 months I watched all the episodes while I was drawing. So this is one of my first drawings. It's like, kind of like a funny face, you know, called the clown. But yeah, unique piece. I don't have many of these on my website as well. The spiral, the Fibonacci, the spiral here. I don't even know if it's a Fibonacci because it's not a sacred proportions, but I like it. I like mostly the colors on this one. You see how, look at the mix of colors. How much time it took me to draw this, you can't even imagine. And the frame is really beautiful, handmade also. So this for sale. Go to my website, www.pachamamart.org. This is a print of the Triskelion. It's a print, but it looks just like a real one. Okay, this one I think it's $88. I don't think I'm gonna put this one on sale because this is the price I paid for it. Prints are sometimes even more expensive because, you know, you pay the processing, the company, and this is a pretty legit frame as well. Super good quality. $88, yeah, I'll put it on sale for a week as well. So it ended up being 55, something like that, because I just really need to renew my stock. Amazon for the crown chakra, love it. So in the Amazon, they say that the colors, you know, the animals, either they camouflage or they have super bright colors to scare off the predators. You know, so when I did this painting, I wanted to be a real tone on tone, purples, you know, crown chakra colors, and with a little bit of flashy colors, also that can symbolize protection, but that can also symbolize a spark of idea, a touch of craziness, you know, it's a lot of Amazonian inspiration into those. So yeah, that's about it. I'm also selling, I think, these papyrus from Egypt. This one I think is Tutankhamun and his wife, and the servants bringing offering with the geese and the snake. See, they're on a boat because I guess they like fishing. Yeah, this is a very cool one. Papyrus. Yeah, I'm selling that. I don't know what price. I don't remember. I'm gonna put it on the website. It's gonna be listed. It's probably gonna be 222, something like that. So 30% for 7 days. Everything I'm showing you comes with the frame. If I'm showing it to you with a frame, it comes with a frame. Okay. And last one. This is one of the latest one also that I painted. The astrology short. Yeah, I messed up a little bit the geometry on this one. See, it's not exactly perfect, but you know, it's perfect in its imperfection. I always say my paintings, they're never perfect. And there is also another page I recommend in France. Her page is Healing Creations. Her mandalas are much better than my mandalas. Right, they're a lot nicer. You know, there's a lot of very beautiful artists, but I also put a lot of good energies in my paintings, so you can pick from whichever you prefer. You know, but you're also supporting me and my son when you buy my paintings, and this is a cool one. If you have a crystal store, or you're into astrology, or you have a nice, how do you call it? Altar, right? You can put this on it. Comes with a nice frame, turquoise color, all these crown chakra colors. Alright, everybody, in this abstract, what do you think? Should I sell it? I don't know if it's finished though. I like it. I can tell that I don't like it. Honestly, it's like, I can't tell that I don't like it. I like it. It's like I sit on the couch and I look at it and I'm like, the camera doesn't do it justice. It really has cool colors here. Let me turn the camera so. Yeah, but in real life, I don't know, it's something with the colors. They're vibrant, and to see it in person. In the camera, it doesn't look as great. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. 40 minutes is a little bit long for a sales video, but here was a little bit of the story about all the paintings. So there is another one right here also. Here, this one called Riding Free. Riding Free. Woo woo! Freedom, guys. This is one that was not accepted from the Children's Hospital of New Orleans because they said that this would probably scare the children. So in case they had, you know, a horse accident or stuff like that, so the horses has to be still. So I created this exact same painting with the horse down. So this is one. If you go to the Children's Hospital of New Orleans, you will see this beautiful collection that I created with all my heart. Literally, it took me 6 months to make it. I just love the colors. I love to paint skies like that. I just think this is a very gorgeous artwork. It reminds me of when I was in Nicaragua with my friends. We took a trip there and we were in the Ometepe lake and we were all riding horses together. We had 4 horses actually, and we were all riding together. Oh wow, oh crazy, yeah. And wow, and yeah, good memory. All right. Yeah, because that day, that was a special day for me because I was pregnant. I shouldn't pray. That's not very good story to tell to sell the paintings, but you see, you can recode with a good memory. If you love horses, you can have it now. I was pregnant when I went to. Maybe it will help someone. When I went to Nicaragua, I had planned this trip with some friends, my best friends, and I was in America, they were in France, so we all met up, and the other one, she was in Bahamas. So you see, we all met up in Nicaragua, and literally like a week before I take the trip, I learned that I'm pregnant. So I don't tell them anything. One of them, she knew because I was on the phone with her when I did the test, but so I go there, I tell my friends, well, I'm pregnant. I was like 2.5 months pregnant, something like that. And I had no idea. I had no babies in my family. I had no sisters who had babies, some, but I wasn't really into baby talks, you know. So I didn't really know anything about babies or about being pregnant. So for me, you know, you couldn't tell I was pregnant. I'm like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can go hiking, I can go horse riding, I can, what I'm doing and transmitting, you know, I'm sharing with my baby, I'm seeing the world with my baby. So he can see that, you know, she can see that. And I'm sharing this experience through the baby. So that was awesome. So I did a lot of stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I want to take all this energy in, you know. And I didn't know that the first 3 months is actually the most critical, when you have to be really careful because the fetus is not attached to your uterus, right? So if you're moving and stuff, it will detach and you will have a miscarriage. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, you can barely see it, still a little peanut, that's good, you can do whatever you want. When it grows bigger, then you have to be careful not to bump it. You know, this was my thought process. So maybe, you know, if you're pregnant for the first time, then learn from my mistakes. So we plan to go on this horse riding, and that night I dream that I'm in the galaxy. I'm literally in the galaxy and I'm hearing the girl talking to me. And I wake up and then I hear a voice telling me, we are the choices that we are the choices we make. And I wake up and I'm like, what does that mean? We are the choices we make. What does that mean? And I'm like, yeah, it means I'm an adventurer, you know. Even when I have my baby, I want to take my baby around the world and show her the world. And I don't want my life to become boring just because I have a baby, you know. It's like I will still have the same lifestyle. I will still include my baby in everything that I do. So that was my mindset, you know. So I decided to still go horse riding, and we go horse riding and we're on the beach, and then we start galloping. Yeah, we start going super fast. That was so much fun. That was awesome. And at a moment I started having my belly that really hurts, really hurts. And we were like at the middle of the trip. So I slow down and I tell them, oh, okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. And from that day, after I stopped horse riding, my belly didn't hurt anymore. But from that day, I kept falling. The entire trip, I was angry, I kept falling, you know, like jinxed almost, like, or not coordinate, you know. So I was like, I feel like there is something wrong with me, you know, why I keep falling. It's and so we finished the trip and I come home for my first ultrasound, that I was so excited and everything. And this is when they tell me that you know, the heart was not beating. And so after that, that was crazy because my second pregnancy, so shortly after that, I I was pregnant again. So I'm not even sad, because then right after I had Esteban, and he's so perfect, you know. And even I talked to a medium after, and she said that maybe the baby had eyes problem and heart problems, you know. So it was like a draft experience, right, to prepare your body to what it is. Because then I had my miscarriage, I was by myself on the couch, I started having contraction at 4 a.m. I literally delivered that baby, right, on my own. The pain was so horrible, I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, what is happening to me? It was really, really, really traumatic. But then this medium told me, you know, she had vision problems, heart problems. So it was like a draft for your body to know what is a contraction, what is to be pregnant, what is the requirements and stuff. So it was like a preview almost. So if it happens that you have a miscarriage, well, first, you know, you have to be careful the first 3 months. But then it's like a draft. It's not a drama, okay? You can be pregnant again. And right after that, I got pregnant with Esteban, and this was a horrible pregnancy, because then after I was so stressed, I had nightmares every night during my entire pregnancy. I had nightmares every night that I was losing the baby, kidnapped by aliens, and even after that, I mean, you know, so that was, yeah, and then I guess, anyways, I don't even know, why am I even talking about that? Oh yeah, the painting. So yeah, that was your little medical review today. All right, so I encourage you to grab these beautiful crystals. See, I have another very cool one, a little skull like this. This one from Guadeloupe that I got, a smoky quartz. I like it. It reminds me of the legend of the 13 crystal skulls, you know. The legend says that there is 13 crystal skulls around the world, and that their energy is so powerful that if they would be reunited, the energy would be so powerful that it would completely shift the consciousness of humanity. But if humanity is not ready, it could be dangerous. And if the humanity is ready, it would literally completely change the world positively. And I believe it's the same with all the spiritual knowledge, all these light codes, and don't know, when we say, yeah, I'm aligning and everything. But sometimes, or it's like you're telling a truth to someone. Like in the movie The Prince of Egypt, when Moses learns that the Pharaoh is not his father, that he was adopted, right? He's getting this information that is so... He's in complete denial, it hurts, it's painful, and this is the same, you know, with the light codes and all the spiritual knowledge and stuff. If you're not ready, it can actually be painful. And this is why sometimes, you know, you can have teeth, it shows in your teeth, you have to have a teeth removal, or appendicitis, you know, or you're receiving a lot of the body. I know, because my kitties, every time I do a painting that is very, very strong, powerful, my cats are crazy. They're running around the house. Like this last painting, I painted the Polaris with the Mauna Loa, right, the flames and stuff. My kitties were just running around the house like some crazy psychopath. There, I was just like, okay, I need to deliver the painting as soon as possible, because the energy is too strong for the kitties, you know. And so yeah, this is why it has to be done progressively and slowly, and people to integrate. And like education, you know, you progress, they learn to read, and then they pause, then they keep going, they're learning, and then they pause, and they learn, and they pause, because, and sometimes you have to repeat again, by the right way, repeat again, like a spiral, because it's layers after layers. And it's not because you hear an information once that you remember. Like me, I'm not really good at remembering, like all the gods and goddesses of Egypt, for example. I hear the stories and I'm like, oh yeah, oh, I know everything. 2 months later, I'm like, wait, who is this Horus guy again? I'm just kidding, but almost, you know. So repetition is key. That's why you hear them, when you hear the conferences, they repeat the same stuff all the time, because it's like, it's better for someone to be like, oh my God, yeah, we know, yeah, we've heard it, because when you reach to that point, it's like, oh, okay, you know it, it's integrated, Then if you hear it once, you're like, oh yeah, oh my God, yeah, that's so true. And then it's not repeated, so you kind of forget about it. If it's repeated enough, then it becomes the normalcy, like 2 + 2, okay. Like you used to teach mathematics, now we're teaching crystals and consciousness and art and symbols and philosophy. I think philosophy was a big thing in Greece. The Greek civilization, they were all philosophers, Plato, Confucius, who was the other guy, whatever, they all had these super, in France as well, the century of the lights, who was it, Aristotle, who says the I am, therefore I think, see, forgot. This was a big thing, philosophy, talking about ideas and stuff. Now it's more like, I don't know. We need debates. In America, they don't like critics. They don't like when we don't agree. But this is one thing I appreciate about Dean, is that he's always says, speak your message. Even if we don't need to agree, but we need to be allowed in a society to speak your message and to open back up to differences without having to go at war. The religions for centuries, they were both in their truth and they couldn't tolerate. Now, thank God, we live in a world where the religions, they're showing up together, they understand each other, we don't need to fight. In the end, we all believe in higher power, But anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. Please support my family, take advantage of these amazing crystals, make some beautiful gifts for your friends, your family. We always think, I don't know, I saw this girl last time who was like, stop making gifts, if you're making gifts to people, you have a problem, you need attention. No, we need to send gifts, we need to give love to each other, we need to offer time, we need to offer attention, opportunities, gifts, make people feel, why I do all these gifts? Because when I do a gift for someone, I don't know, like for example, someone sends you a gift and it's like a toilet perfume, like they come to your birthday, and it's rare that happens, but like they come to your birthday and they bring you like this toilet perfume, or something that's just so meaningless, and you're like, keep your money. Like literally, if you just bring something because you had to bring something, don't, and it's so rare, when someone gives you a gift and you're like, oh my God, this is like exactly what I wanted. It's like I didn't even want it because I didn't know something cool like this existed, and I'm out of battery. I didn't even know something cool like this existed. This is what I want to do every time I send a gift to someone. I want it to be something that corresponds to them, that when they see it, this is like, oh my God, that's exactly like my soul, my spirit. That's maybe not what I wanted, but like I didn't even know I wanted that. It's precious. It's this is why I send all of these gifts all the time, because I want to bring this back to people, giving something to each other, that is precious, that feels them seen. They read my soul, they know what I would like, what colors, what paintings, all of that. So buy these crystals. Look at these. Ellen, come on, Ellen, buy those unicorns. Like, look at this. Ellen and Portia, like, when I bought these unicorns a while ago for my house, and when I started seeing Ellen and Portia, I was like, they are the unicorns. These are for them. I keep waiting for them to buy it from me, because I'm like, these are their unicorns. Like, there's nothing more perfect for them, And I don't even think this could go to anybody else. Like, they're calling. I don't know, someone else may be faster and get it, I will still send it. But you know, it's like, imagine you send this as a gift, you buy a nice little box. Maybe I will do that for you, you know, if you buy these two, I will get like a nice little box and put a nice little thing and put them as a gift. You open this, imagine you open that, it's a birthday gift or anniversary gift, like for a couple. Isn't it so cool? Seriously. So yeah, all right, think about your loved ones, make them feel loved and heard, and take advantage of these rare, precious minerals, paintings. I'm not going to paint that much anymore, so you know, take advantage of those too. Maybe one day they will be collector. All right, I will see you maybe or maybe not. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Check my website, www.pachamamart.org. Bye.